Just noticed that Millsap and...
Yeah, we're fine. Thank you.
Just...
We've had bombarded with people, please. Yes, we're fine.
Okay. All right, today we're gonna go out and do some door knocking. Cool thing about door knocking is you have no idea what's going to happen. You may have really good conversations. You may not have any conversations, but if you can come into it with the attitude that no matter what house you're at, you're gonna maximize that opportunity, you'll find opportunity. So if you have a conversation, great, get that phone number. If you don't have a conversation, you're speaking with neighbors, you're looking for insights, you're doing whatever you can to drum up business. So we're gonna go knock as many doors as we can here in a couple hours and see what comes of it. So we're about to go up to our first door. When you go up to these doors, you want to be a little bit prepared. You'd like to have a little bit of information like when is the foreclosure sale, or who is their lender, who is their foreclosure attorney. That way when you speak to them, you can sound a little bit more educated. So I'm about to go speak to this seller. They happen to be in the driveway. I don't know if it's the homeowner or someone else, but we'll see if they're open to a conversation. Hey there. My name is Michael. I'm so sorry to bug you. Just noticed that Millsap and...
Yeah, we're fine. Thank you.
Just...
We've had bombarded with people, please. Yes, we're fine.
Okay, thank you. So they answered, but completely shut me down. They didn't even let me speak at all. Basically said they'd been bombarded with a lot of other people trying to talk to them. This particular house has been up for foreclosure 3 or 4 times now. So these people definitely know their way around the process of getting it stopped. And they're just not to the point where they're ready to talk to anyone. And don't be offended when that happens. Don't question yourself or what you're doing. They're just not ready to talk to you yet. This game is a follow-up game, so you've got to get out there, do enough marketing activities. Some people aren't your clients, they're not your people. And that's okay. Hopefully they take care of it themselves. If you keep putting yourself out there enough, eventually they may want to speak to you. No is just not right now. On to the next. Even though I got shut down, it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. It doesn't stop me from being motivated to go to the next house. And guess what? I didn't die. They said no. Who cares? I mean, hopefully they've got it figured out, but don't take it personally or let it get under your skin when these people shut you down. You have to remember, you're a stranger off the street. It's unlikely that she was just gonna, let me in and roll out the red carpet. Making money is not easy. That's why you have to do enough activities to where you find the people that really need your help. That person may not need an investor's help, and that's fine. But we put ourselves out there, and at some point they're gonna run out of other options. They're not gonna be able to do a loan modification. They're not gonna be able to do bankruptcy. They're gonna have to do something with the house, and it's just a matter of time. So we are at our next one. This one happened to be close by, and this is actually another repeat offender. This guy's been up probably 5 or 6 times in the past. So we came up to this house. Like I said, I've been here multiple times. Come up to the front door and kind of see what I'm observing. You got to keep your eyes open and know what's going on. But if you pan in, that is a certified mail letter from his foreclosure attorney. And at the same time, Austin, if you can look on the ground here, there's a little notice there. It is from Evergy. That is our energy company in Kansas City. It says that the power's been shut off to the house, and if you look inside the house, you can see that everything's disheveled, everything's moved around. It's clear that someone has moved out, and this house is vacant. So what is the tendency now? If you're a guy knocking doors, you're gonna say, oh, it's vacant. I don't know what to do now. But that's when the game begins. because now, if it was my team, I would report in our system that this was vacant and it needed researched. So we would begin the vacant house process, skip trace this homeowner, try to contact them by phone, by text, by Facebook message, by email, any means necessary. We're finding a address that he may have moved to by a utility record. We're doing everything we can to try to get a contact with the seller. That way, hopefully, we could come and meet him here, knowing that he's already emotionally detached from the house, and see if we can come up with a solution that helps him get his foreclosure sale stopped. So, but he's not here, so I'm going to mark that in my CRM as vacant, and my team will get started on trying to find him, and we'll get on to the next house. So for those of you who are wondering how I chose the houses that I'm going to door knock in this video, all I did was take a list that I use called the last 10-day list. So those are all the houses that have 10 days or less until the foreclosure sale. I average right around 5.25 days before a foreclosure sale when I get a contract. So if you can kind of circle the drain, so to speak, on properties that are less than 10 days out, a lot of those people are coming down to the end to where they've tried to do a loan modification, they failed. They tried to speak to their family about getting some money to reinstate, and it failed. Maybe they're looking into bankruptcy, but perhaps they're open to a cash sale or subject to. So that's why we go over after those people that have 10 days or less, just because their time's running short. And you're not trying to take advantage of these folks, but the reality is that they probably aren't going to be able to handle it by themselves, and that's where we as niche investors can shine. And it's using our resources and our power team to be able to stop these people's foreclosure sales at a moment notice and get them on a path to a new life that's a little bit more positive. So we're on our way to our third one. This sale is actually a little bit more than 10 days out. It's about 13 days out, but I'm going to go there anyway just because it's in our path, and we'll see if anyone wants to have a conversation. So this is also a repeat offender. Take note when properties have 2, 3, 4 cars in the driveway like this one. It might all be the homeowner's cars, but it might be minors or kids in high school that drive. Obviously, if you come across young children, just politely leave. You don't need them understanding what their parents are going through. And more than likely, if the seller finds out that you spoke to their kid, you're done. So just move on, try to connect with them in another way. I've actually spoken to this lady in the past on the phone. I don't know if she'll remember me. It's probably been about a year since I've talked to her. So we're gonna go up there, door knock it. Looks like someone's home at least. So we will see how it goes. Good luck. I don't need that. Break a leg. You'll notice that when I come to these houses, you don't just knock and immediately leave. Okay? Linger for a minute. Sometimes it takes them a minute to get here. And then try to present yourself a little bit farther away from the door. You don't want to be right up in the door and make them feel a little bit anxious. So give them some space for if they do open the door. Hi there.
Hi.
Are you the homeowner?
No.
Is either of your parents home?
Yeah, why?
My name's Michael. I just wanted to speak with them about the home here.
It's about foreclosure?
I don't know what you know. I don't like to talk about it with the kids, but it sounds like you already know. But I didn't know if they were available to speak about it. I'm just here to help.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
We have contacted the bank.
Okay.
There is no foreclosure.
Okay.
So,
I'm seeing it on the 29th, so there might be a mistake.
yeah, we called today.
Perfect. Okay. I think your mom is that right? I've spoken to her before, so she has my phone number. If anything happens to go wrong or there's a mistake on the bank's end or something is going awry, feel free to have her give me a call.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one. That was actually the adult child. Looked to be in college age or something. Clearly knew about the foreclosure. I didn't really want to talk about it with her, and she was going to go speak with her mom to come out and talk to me. But they said that the bank was not foreclosing on the house. Well, it came back on the list this morning. It's a couple weeks out. So they're still in that denial phase, even though they've gone through this process 3 or 4 times now. But you just have to keep after it. You have to understand that these people, some of them are completely incapable of taking care of the situation on their own. Some are very intelligent, capable people. They just have gone through a bad patch in their life. And that's exactly how those people are. They both are very nice people. I've spoken to them multiple times. They just are in a bad spot and they're trying to dig their way out. And they just don't want to accept help. And you can't force people to accept our help. All you can do is keep showing up, keep showing that you support them, keep showing that you care. And eventually down the line, if they decide your goal is to be the one that's the top of mind that they want to talk to, the only one that they trust. So, again, we made a contact. That's a win. We got in a short conversation there. They know my face. Her mother does have my phone in her phone, and I'll probably give her a call, maybe a text here in a few days. I don't want to just overwhelm her. I could call her on the phone right now, but she clearly didn't want to talk. So I'll set a reminder in my CRM, and perhaps early next week I'll give them a call and see if they're more open to it. So I actually just got an email from my VA. Each day they send me the new foreclosure listings and the new appointments. That's the name of a notice of default here in Kansas City. And she just sent me those appointments. And there's one about a mile from me. So it's very valuable when a property has a notice of default or the foreclosure sale is set. There's going to be a subset of people that want to solve that problem right away. So you really want to be there first to, of course, try to have a conversation. But if not, you can at least get the lay of the land of the house, see if it's vacant, see if you can get any information to get an edge. So we're going to go take a look at that house and see if we can have a conversation with the seller. So we just pulled up to an appointment, one that's in a notice of default. It does not have a foreclosure sale set yet, so they've got some time. Clearly this house is in distress, very overgrown, not taken care of. There's a truck in the driveway, so we'll see if someone's home and just see if I can at least alert them of the situation in a kind way, see if I can diffuse them and have a good conversation, knowing that there's no pressure yet for the foreclosure sale, and I just want to position myself as a trusted advisor for down the road and see if they'd be willing to talk. Hey there. My name's Michael. How are you?
Good.
So the reason I dropped by, I just noticed your lender was giving you grief on the house here, and they had started foreclosure process. There's not a date set yet, but I just want to drop by, see if I could give you some information on all the things you could do to stop foreclosure, and just be helpful for you.
What do I need to do to stop the foreclosure? Well, I got somebody who wants to buy it.
Yeah, and I buy houses as well, but really my job is just to walk you through all your options and just be someone that could aid you and give you all the resources you need. Would you want to go through those?
Got a guy who wants to buy it.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Who's that? I'm just curious, a family friend or investor?
Down the street. Guy who owns Diamond Muffler.
Yeah. Would you want to go through those options while I'm here? I mean, there's no pressure at all. I just want to give you all the options. That way you can make a good decision for yourself.
Well, I wanted him to buy it so I can get out from underneath it.
So you're wanting to sell.
Yeah.
Would you be open to another offer? I mean, the way we're a turnkey situation to where we of course can buy the house, but then we can do, a post-possession period to where we could help you find new housing. We could help you move. We could connect you with whatever resources you need. We just want to have the process be as easy as possible. I don't know how that gentleman operates, but we help people out of foreclosure. That's all we do. And I was actually in foreclosure back in 2014 myself, so I know how that feels. And I would have wanted someone to come beside me, walk me through the whole thing, and have a team behind you that can give you whatever you need to get to the next phase of your life.
Well, they're going to retire in September, and that's what I
Oh yeah? What do you do?
work at the post office.
Oh, cool. Cool. You over here on Market or
No, I'm up downtown.
downtown?
I'm a ramp clerk. I go downtown, clock in, get a van, go up to the airport.
Okay.
I work all night, so
So what do you, I know you wanna sell, you wanna get to the next phase. I mean,
well, see, I wanted to sell it to him and then rent it out to him until I retire and then leave.
oh, you wanted to rent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to
Another
sell-
option.
I wanted to sell it to him so I could rent.
So another option that I have,
Retire.
and I'd be happy to go through all those. One of them is called Subject to. Subject to is like a fancy way of saying that I could catch up the money that's behind. Do you know how much you're behind, give or take?
I want to say it's somewhere around 9 or 10 grand.
Okay. So one of those things that we offer is bringing that mortgage current. We would take ownership of the house, and you could stay here as a tenant for as long as you wanted to, or until we found something else for you. That's one thing we offer. That's why I wanted to go through all these options. That way you could be aware of every avenue that you could take. That would be helpful for you and, be the solution that you wanted.
Right. Yeah. I got to do something because
Yeah.
I got a lot of shit in here. My wife passed away.
Oh, jeez. When was that?
2022.
Oh.
September.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Was that expected or?
Yeah, not really. It was. It wasn't. So.
Yeah.
Then I just want to get out.
Yeah. Well, I know I caught you out of the blue here. I mean, would you want to have a further conversation right now, or would you like me to come back? My office is actually, you said you were a mail guy, so we're in the old post office there, downtown Lee Summit. That's where our office is, but I'd be happy to come back and set another time to talk.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Okay. When would you like to speak again?
Monday probably better because I work all night.
Yeah. I didn't wake you up, did I?
A little bit.
A little bit. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. I got kiddos, so they keep me up all night, so I value my sleep too. Well, would it be okay if I just grabbed your number? That way on Monday, I could give you a call, or I could just stop by.
Yeah, either way.
Okay. Well, I know it's not ideal what's going on, but at least I got a hold of you early. That way there's not just some type of mad dash. What's a good phone number for you? Okay. I'm going to shoot you a text. My name's Michael Frankie, and I'm with, I own East West Properties. I'm going to send that to you. But feel free to look us up on Google. We've stopped hundreds and hundreds of foreclosure sales and helped so many families. You can check us out on Google and see all those reviews. But would there be a good time on Monday for me to pop by?
Well, just give me a call.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, I'll let you know if I'm home or not.
Sure. Because you said you work nights.
Yeah, but I'm off Saturday night and Sunday night.
Yeah. So what time do you usually get up? I don't want to wake you up.
I'm usually up early on Sunday, Monday morning. So.
Okay. Well, can I at least shake your hand?
Yeah.
All right. And then if you want my business card, here's that as well. But I also texted it to your phone.
Okay.
But if it's okay with you, can I give you a call around 10 or 11 on Monday?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay. Good deal, man. Well, have a good weekend. If you have any questions at all, feel free to shoot me a text, and happy to chat.
Will do. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Dave. So, guys, that was my fourth knock. You see the power of getting to a notice of default quick. I was the first person to that guy's house day one of it being a notice of default. And you could tell from the very beginning of the conversation, yeah, I'm wanting to sell. I just want to get out from under this place. My wife passed away. There's a lot going on. So there's someone on this street. I recognize the street because I live close by. But there's a guy that owns a lot of these as rentals. So he's wanting to stay for quite a while. That's his thing. So as an investor, is it technically smart to buy a house subject to and let the homeowner stay there that's already behind on payments? No, it's not for everyone. But if you can buy this house at a discount enough to where you can account for all that risk, or if you have a lot of experience and you're willing to do that, it can be a great option. So I just wanted to present that as an option. That way he was willing to have an appointment. So I'm 4 houses in, had a great conversation, and now I have an appointment on Monday to come by and talk to him further, and he's really motivated to sell. So you guys see how quickly door knocking can get you a deal, or at least an opportunity. I mean, I've been at this for, what, an hour and already have an appointment? Is that typical? No, it's not. But if you get to places that are motivated, that are niche, and you're there to serve, and you have good conversations and act like a human, good things are going to happen. And I have a feeling we can serve this guy at a high level. So I look forward to talking to him here in a few days, and hopefully we can get something done with him.
And that wasn't even originally on your list.
No, like that's why it's so important to have speed to lead. I have a team of VAs, and eventually I will have technology around this ninja plug for the future. But they send me these things the second they come out from the county. I'm not getting data 30, 60, 90 days later. I'm getting it 30 minutes after it's uploaded, and I saw that come through in my email. I immediately went over there, and you can see where you can generate money out of thin air just by knowing where to go. So let that be a lesson to you that you have to develop these systems around the data so that you can get there fast, and you can be the first one there to provide value. And that's what niche is all about. You get the data, you're able to find insights from the data, and you're able to go take action on the data immediately, and of course generate money, but you're also able to serve. If you're the person in your market that can provide the most value in terms of helping that person and make sure that the auction's saved, you want to be there first. You don't want to leave it to perhaps those other investors that maybe don't treat people as well. It's a core value of niche, is truly loving your people, treating them right, and getting them to the next phase of their life peacefully. This is a house I wholesaled.
Where at?
Right here.
The black one?
Yeah. Let's just go see. Let's go say hi. So, obviously we're out door knocking. We're trying to help people in foreclosure and all this stuff, get contracts. But keep your eye open for opportunity. I happened to be driving past a house that I wholesaled to another investor, and saw all the contractor vehicles out front. No matter how long you've been in this business, having good partners is the key to success. So I went in there. I'd never met that contractor before and got his contact information, and I'll probably turn that over to my TC and my project manager. And perhaps down the road when we have a project, we could at least let them bid it out. But you're always looking for contractors, you're always looking for partners, you're always looking for private money, and you're obviously always looking for deals. So even if you're out door knocking, there's other opportunity that can stem from that activity. It doesn't just have to be focused on door knocking. Keep your eyes open for all opportunity. And so just in the last couple minutes, set an appointment with the seller, came up with a new contact for potential contracting. So yeah, really productive hour or so. But this last house has also been through the foreclosure process multiple times. I was actually hot after this deal before, and the seller was still in the home, but they were slowly moving out of the house. They had kind of disconnected with it. And I want to say there ended up being some title issues, perhaps some probate issues. and they got the sale stopped last time without my help. They kind of ghosted me, but the sale came back up again today. So again, this is a lesson to where you got to have speed to lead. I have not been to this house in probably 6 or 8 months, but the foreclosure sale was released today. I think that sale's in about 3 weeks. So we're going to check out the house, see if there's any developments, and see if we can help this seller out. So immediately upon walking up to the house, you can see that it's vacant. You'll see the management stickers up top. That's when a lender deems a property vacant, and then they come to the house, they winterize it, they make sure the house is secure, all the doors are locked. They just want to make sure their asset is secure in case the home forecloses. So let's go take a look at those papers, just make sure what they say. So if you look closely at the papers, there is a management company that has secured the property. They have deemed the property vacant and abandoned. And then, oops, slammed my head on the door. If you look inside, there's just a bunch of stuff. It looks like they kind of just left it. So this house is empty. It's a prime house in our market. We would love to buy it. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to the car, give a few phone calls to numbers that I have from them last time, and see if they're open to a conversation. Feel free to put the blooper of me smacking my face on the door. We keep it real up in here. So there's no time like the present. I actually have this seller's phone number. I'm going to give her a call. I have no idea if she'll answer, but I'll give it a try.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
My name's Michael. We had talked, 6 months or so ago about your house over here on the street. I just wanted to check in on you. I noticed that the lender had set a new foreclosure sale here about 3 weeks, and you had been working with an agent last time, and you had it under contract. So I just wanted to check in with you. Hopefully all that's going well, and you're going to proceed with closing there. But it has been a while, so I just wanted to check, make sure everything was okay, and see if there was anything I could do to help. So feel free to give me a call back. Thanks. So she had actually been working with an agent, and the agent wanted to sell that property off market. I found this seller really early on in the foreclosure process before, but someone else, or the agent knew an investor friend and was going to go with them. But this was forever ago. They should have closed the house, and now it's back up for a foreclosure sale. So I'm going to call that agent now. And see if they have any updates on the property.
Hello?
My name's Michael with Chartwell. We had probably talked, a handful of months ago about a property in Lee Summit that was in pre-foreclosure.
Okay.
And I know at last time we spoke, you had a contract with another investor, and you were going to move forward with that. But I noticed it was back up for foreclosure here in a few weeks, and I just wanted to check in, see if there was anything I could do to help.
No, they let it go to foreclosure, so I'm not even part of the transaction anymore.
So, and that's fine, but that house did not foreclose. The auction was stopped last time, and the new auction is set for early March. So there's plenty of time, and I'm more than happy to help. So.
The seller has elected to not move forward with selling it, so.
Is there any particular reason for that? Why would she want the equity to go back to the bank instead of herself?
It's her house. I can't answer that, and I'm not.
Right, I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm just here to help. I'm not here to argue. I want to be your teammate.
I wanted to sell the house, but again, if my client wants to do something different.
Well, what you can do is this, Monica. I know you want a commission. I would love to get you paid as well. So if you want to, just reach out to her and let her know that an investor from last time around had reached out, and that the foreclosure didn't actually happen last time, and that there's still time to fix the situation. And I'm more than happy to help, and it would make it super easy on her. And if she doesn't want to, that's her prerogative, but I just want to give her the opportunity to move forward if she's open to it.
Yeah.
Would it be okay if I followed up within, a handful of days, just kind of see how that conversation goes?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, good deal, Monica. Well, I won't keep you. I just wanted to inform you and figured you'd want a commission on it if it was possible.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thanks, Monica. Good connecting with you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, for whatever reason, the seller thought that the home foreclosed. I don't exactly know her thought process on that. And that agent had got disconnected from the seller and was basically, I don't want to put any more work in it if I'm not going to get a commission. But notice if you try to come their direction a little bit and make sure that they know that they're going to get paid, all of a sudden the tune changes a little bit. I don't know what will happen with that, but you got to take your shot. The tendency would have been to go up to that house, see it was vacant, and be like, okay, it's vacant, what do you do now? But I immediately came down, made a couple calls. I have no idea if that agent will call the seller and set something up for me. But at this point, you just got to take your shot, do the marketing activity, write that down in your CRM, and say, hey, I'm going to follow up with that agent here in a few days. If she doesn't do anything, of course, I will continue to go direct to the seller. But it's kind of nice when you have that additional layer of support with that agent that already has trust with the seller. So we'll continue to follow up. But guys, this was about 90 minutes of door knocking today. We hit a handful of houses. I would have liked to hit more. But you can see how quickly you can gain traction. And you can see the wide range of interactions you can have. On the first door knock, we got completely shut down. It doesn't feel good when that happens, but you can't quit. You got to keep going. So then we found a vacant property. Then we actually had a wonderful conversation with a seller that I'm going to meet for an appointment here soon. And then we found another vacant property here and are trying to make inroads to set another appointment. So there's no excuse to not go out there, take action, and do the marketing activities that get you opportunities to speak with these sellers. I'll see you on the next one.